Hi guys, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. This is part 5 of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. The previous video went on for 2 hours. Outrageous. Really, I should break it up. Maybe I will have, maybe I won't have. I don't know at this point. But, yeah, crazy. So anyway, what I'm going to do, the next case is Bloodbath. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to see the intro into the actual case itself, because I cannot remember off the top of my head. Sorry if you've seen it in the previous video, but we're just going to crash in here from the beginning and see what it's about. Often enough, it's one case has taken 2 videos. Technically it should be 3, the previous one, based on the fact it was 2 hours long, plus another video in the beginning. Whatever. So let's see the intro to this one. Bloodbath, this one's called.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
He's on coke, basically. Okay, so pupils dilated, probably. Yes, we are. Okay. Oh, his temperature?
The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate.
Alright, so start this.
I need to
Sorry.
concentrate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A weak pulse. Around 50 beats per minute.
Okay, I don't know how to work that out. I'm not a professional.
Pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and Datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Looking spiffy.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes, and these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
So he didn't want to touch the political escapade of what his brother was talking about, the Merry Men, who are something to do with politics, and my brother was like going on about it, etc. So, yeah, we're more into helping the little man, as it were, or the normal people, rather than playing politics in this universe. Okay. So, join Lestrade at the Strand Lane Baths. Okay. The ancient Roman baths at Strand Lane is soon to be reopened to the public, but what mysteries and forgotten curse... What? And forgotten curse might it conceal? Only one person can discover the truth. Okay, so they're saying it's cursed, so Maybe someone's using the curse as, you know, a thing of it. Or what do you call it? Like a play on it. Okay, so that's just giving us past missions. Fine. Let's travel to Strand Lane Baths. Deductions? We ain't got no more to... Yeah, I was gonna say. So missing weapon, or no weapon, no murder. Well, how was he killed then?
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Okay, suspects, the crime weapon. What about suspects?
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see.
He's already binned him on the... He's already saying, like, I think he did it. He looks a little bit out of whack. He looks like a bit of a nutter. That's interesting. The fact he's already, like, putting his opinion across based on the evidence. But whatever. Okay. What about the actual weapon itself? Or witnesses? Witnesses?
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He will be able to give you more details.
Alright, what about the weapon itself?
You
Because that's what I'm
found
interested
no
in as well.
murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
So he was... Okay. Well, how does that work? How do you know it's a murder and he didn't die from natural causes? I'm suspecting... Did someone from the outside lock the door and he died from over like the heat or whatever? So maybe someone who was in charge of the actual baths itself wanted him dead, and he had, you know, he was an old man who couldn't take the heat in the steam room. Maybe either that or someone's done it, and you know, had an accomplice lock the door to make it look like, you know, they had nothing to do with it in respects to we were locked in, so it couldn't have been us really. We're all there. I don't know. It's kind of weird. All right, so let's talk to Mr. Phillips.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
All right, tell us what happened.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Okay, were there any other visitors?
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
So at this point, there's no one else other than these men plus him. But they were only in there for 20 minutes, and he's dead. And now, again, they're calling it a murder, but in what respect? Did he just die of old age? Light wrinkles? Scissor cut, grooms himself, lives alone. Jesus Christ, okay. I love how they're like, yeah, it's a shit cut. Alright. What's this? Fatuous. What does that mean? Starch collar. The hell? Shiny buttons. Don't know what that means specifically. And of course a badge for where he works, I suppose. Oh, what? Manchester City. Oh, he's a Man City fan. How times have changed for you, mate. You're winning the league now. Well, not right now this season. That's funny. How he's got a Man City thing on. Oh, he's got a letter. I wonder if he received a letter of his firing and he got pissy and just like, you know what, I'm locking you in there. You can die, old man. Telegram. Oh, what was the telegram? Philip sent a telegram from the post office at 7:30 this morning. But he said that he arrived there at 6:30, didn't he? So he did leave. Thanks, I missed that. What did it say? Right, Alan Phillips. Philip is from Manchester, I see. He takes care of both himself and establishment where he works, and he is seen as a good employee. He went out this morning to send a telegram, probably to his hometown. Okay. I wonder what it said, though.
These baths are becoming sinister.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, let's have a look at the body. What's this?
The steam room.
Is this it?
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Okay.
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
So let's just mark them all up anyway.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
They're more expensive than others, I'm sure. Now, this is interesting. Champagne. Now, if he were to be poisoned, assuming there's ice in it, it does. You could. Now we know this trick. You've probably heard of it before. To poison someone, you can poison the ice, water in the ice cubes, and then put it in a drink, and then let the ice melts, and the poison slowly goes into the drink, and then it kills them. This has been put on the bottle, been put in it. So maybe that's a bit far fetched. But then again, they might all have glasses, but I don't know. And again, it would be chilled. You wouldn't need ice, would you? Okay, so let's have a look at the bucket. I'll go all the way around the edges. And then underneath it. Right.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
Makes perfect sense. And what about the wine?
Champagne for a special occasion.
What was happening here?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
I see. So a celebration was going on of some kind. So, dialogue. An unopened champagne ice bucket found in the bath changing room. We could ask the guy about that. What was the thing about? Search crime scene in the area of the Strand baths. Find the missing weapon that is used to kill Sir Rodney Bencliffe. A weapon, huh? So they're saying there's a weapon involved. What's this? Ah. So that was the changing room. Oh god. Oh my god.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
My god. I thought he just died of old age or something. This guy's young and he's been stabbed to death in the eye. I'm going to suggest it was with a pickaxe to break up the ice. Not pickaxe, a ice pick. Okay. This is crazy. Now this is interesting. Grid.
The grid cannot be removed.
Yeah, that one can't. I wonder if he's hidden the weapon in one of the grids. Okay, how does he get stabbed to death in the eye? It's obviously one of these three, and they're not saying who it was. This is bizarre. He didn't do it to himself. Steam switch. That's going to be interesting. What's this? Was it killed glasses? Why is there a pair of glasses here? And they're cracked.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Fine. They probably got steamed.
These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
So he couldn't see who... Okay. Fine.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Yes.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Interesting though. Melted metal. There they are. They've killed him and melted down the weapon.
I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
Right, well we've got to get an item. That's fine. The steam switch. We could turn that off. Ah.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
I see. One connections. Okay. We're going to have to use that again. Forgive me guys, I'm going to have to muck around with it. I can use this switch. What's this? Builder's plate.
Newell and Sons, steam specialists, Seattle, WA.
It might be another location we have to go and check out after. This is interesting. Again, we have to use this. We've got to connect it with... he's short-sighted and he can't see anything. So someone's come at him.
I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
What's this? It's a steam switch. It goes to show you how bad it really is. And this one's just a reenactment of it right now. Move, dude. We haven't checked the body out. No, we haven't. So give me a second. Right, let's turn that off. I can find the bleeding thing. It says examine, and all we can do is switch it off. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Let's look at the body now. And we need something as well to pick up the zinc in that fire. Oh god. The face. Blood. Alright, let's work away from the head, face.
There was
Wound.
only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
So whatever it was had to have been pierced and then thrown into the fire. That's what it's about, and we've got the prints as well.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Right hand. Ring finger.
Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
So where's the ring?
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Makes sense. We'll examine the dirt of a location where it might have been previously to that. Wrist.
It's very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering...
Alright.
It's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry. Or he is an artist. Or a ghost. Or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Oh, probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Oh, I disagree. What is this here? Like, we're not even able to touch that. It's annoying. Oh, here we go, blood. Right, we can take samples of the blood.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Right, so we're taking samples of the blood. Fine. We ain't spoken to any of the men just yet. It's a key.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Again, we have to get something specifically to pry open, to lift that thing. Move. We need a pair of tongs. Or something. Ain't there a pair of tongs here? They used to move the fire, rotate.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
There seems to be nothing here other than this piece of metal, which we can't access because we have nothing for it. So they're holding off on that, it would appear. Pain in the ass. Okay. Pair of glasses. He's short-sighted. Stabbed through the eye. Couldn't see Jack. So let's go down the line here. Mr. Garrow, I suppose.
Horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
You're a liar. One of you's a killer, mate. Okay, so we've got two... Well, we're all smoking here. Right.
Mr. Holmes?
So, in conclusion, a champagne for celebration. A man dead, stabbed through the eye. No weapon, something burning in the fire. Again, they're not giving us anything like they're saying in the guy's clothes or robes or whatever, you know what I mean? There was 3 men there, and a 4th. He was dead, so 1, 2, 3, and he was the posh man. Oh, where's the 4th then? Or am I just dreaming? Yeah. There's 3 sets of clothes. And 1 dead man. 4. Someone isn't supposed to be in here. Based on the clothing situation. Or maybe they put them in a locker and I cannot see. Well, let's... hold on. Let's do a clean sweep of this room as well. Just to... Alright, well, whatever. Let's crack on with the other aspects of it. What's this? Is this to leave? What is this? That's Exodus, so we can't... Door. What is that? No. Right, we're not leaving. What's this?
Frigidarium.
Right, we've got him to speak to. Because we've got to talk about that key as well. Ooh, what is this? Well. What in the world would there be archaeological findings here for? What is going on? It's supposed to be a spa, isn't it? Or could the murder weapon be here? This is very unusual to have this kind of crap laying around in a spa. Examine a box.
Glass plate negatives. A remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay. Something's missing. A missing
glass
plate.
Negative is missing.
A glass plate. Could that be have broken and stabbed into him? That was what we saw on the fire. Maybe it looked like it. Okay, so it already looks like we found somewhat the murder weapon. It was one of those plates. To pull it out the bloody thing though, the fire. Okay. That's shelves.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Okay. Wow, what's this? Document. There we go. This metal plate, this psychological interest appears to be a part of something larger. At the present moment, I am unable to determine what it might be. A metal plate. With a key. We've got blood sample. Earth sample. Well, this was probably him. A certain place away for this stuff, and that was to celebrate. Maybe finding something. They found something, and that's what they were celebrating. Philip sent a telegram from the post office at 7:30 in the morning, so that I'm still querying that. The key found underneath, so that's the key found underneath his body. We'll ask him about that as well, if it's for somewhere else or what have you.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Okay. Oh, more documents and reading. This is going to get more irritable. So Rodney's draft. Dear friends, can I read this properly? Dear friends, I wish to organise a press conference at the Strand, Lambeth next month. 1893, that's a year I have to remember probably, was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt. Ah, there you are, I told you. But now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, sorry, my bad. God. Shine the light on our national treasure and reveal them to the public. Okay, so he wanted to reveal that to the public relating to our national treasures. Maybe someone disagreed with him on that. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and record it favourably. If we treat them well enough, I should like to recall my old friendship, okay, with Lord Blackmore, okay, and we special finds of the Royal Archaeological Institute of there, okay, blah blah. Alright, so he wanted to stop doing what he was doing and shine a light on the British archaeological finds, whatever. Newspaper. Take. There are a few among us who could claim a degree of familiarity with the name of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. He is a gentleman who possesses the wealth, notoriety and vigour to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intellect is equal to his charm, as been declared by the young ladies of the European aristocracy. Oh, I can't say the word now. Oh, hold on. Aristocracy. I feel like I'm saying that wrong even though I'm reading it. I was thinking something else. Maybe it is the way you say it, I don't know. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's Chamber, okay, and carries influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving authoritarian. Okay, we should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined and ambitious. His presence in archaeological site can only mean success for all concerned. So he had connections with the government kind of thing, and he's quite a powerful man and influential. Maybe it had something to do with the those people that our brother was going after. Interesting stuff. This is getting more political. This could be a long one. I bet it spans 3 videos at this point. And this other newspaper says what? Miraculous reopening for the Strand Lane Roman baths. Excavation, whatever. Research efforts were about to be halted. Okay, when a saviour arrived, in the form of Sir Rodney Radcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claiming that the site is the key to great mystery. We pledge to update on our readers and all the exciting news as it develops. Okay. Wow, a lot of stuff going on there. I've got to go back to that table. Ah, now I can examine the plate. Ooh. Very nice. Got to be inside.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
You need to take that home. Like, come on. Okay, apparently we have taken it home. We've stuffed it in our coat. We've nicked it. Okay. Let's examine this table.
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
We need one of these. Here we go. Tongs, this is what I needed.
These tongs.
Great. So, before we... Let's go back here. You already know about the plates. Do we got to examine these again? Oh, I done it in the wrong order or something. No. Doesn't seem to be that way. Oh, we can examine the plate specifically. Here we go. Glass plate.
It is
negative.
A glass plate negative of Egyptian statue.
Okay, that was a bit odd. They put it down. I wanted to look at turn it around and that, but whatever. Don't know what all that means.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Wow, this is a big mission, isn't it? You can see how deep it's going and all the rest of it. Holy shit. What was there?
I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Well, I don't think he's to blame for that falling down.
Those stones weigh tons. We won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Alright. Very strange, though. They fell at that time, huh? Very, very dodgy. Alright. So they wanted the press here and they were celebrating. But what does this key mean? What's the key for? The steam room keys. Who bought the champagne?
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Well, it is. And if... whatever.
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Earth sample, bloody key, morning telegram. Yeah, you did send a telegram, dude. What's that about?
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
I knew he'd left in between. So we've got a 20-minute window. Anything could have happened. Someone took the key and went into the bath. So we've got an unnamed player in the game. But at the same time, assuming... This is what I assumed happened then at this point. Which is crazy. Somebody had the balls to go in there with a weapon. The steam room is on. Sneak in there. Don't know how they're not going to know that the door didn't open because they said it's very loud. Sneak. Walk around. Find out where the guy was. We could barely see ourselves. Find out that it's him specifically. Stab him in the eye. They dropped the key by accident, obviously, and ran out. That's what's happened here. At this point. For some reason. Where's Lestrade? Oh, right, he's right in front of me. My apologies.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
No objections. Wait, well... Actually, wait, no, we have to get the thing out the fire.
I need to do something first.
Yes, I forgot about that. Sorry, my apologies, guys. We need to get this plate. You scum. Here we go. Right. Not crap here, obviously. Ugh. Okay, so this is what we need. There we go.
I should
Mine.
analyze this melted metal.
Alright. Think about the glasses being said. Right, that's about it then. At this point, we've done everything.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects.
None, Lestrade.
Right, interrogate suspects. Well, before we do that, hold on. The belongings of the victim and the witness already been examined in Scotland Yard, so we've got to do that as well. Find the missing weapon. Yeah, okay, we didn't do that. Damn it. Suspects Scotland Yard. Okay, we'll speak to them later. Okay, we'll do the examination at Baker Street. Got a bloody couple of examinations here. Search the archives. Okay. Remarkable year for... So he found something in Egypt. Obviously. What was this? Sample of... Yeah, dirty fingernails. For that. And then we had this. What's this? A blood stain? Blood sample. By taking his wound. We can possibly match the... If it's a certain thing around it. Like a certain metal. I'm not too sure what to do. Interrogate or do we go to Baker Street? We haven't found the murder weapon specifically yet at this point. Go back to Baker Street. I don't know. We'll just have a look at X, Y, and Z. Let's have a look here. Our deductions at this point. Champagne. Effective arrival. Arrival save the archaeologist research at the baths. Did it? Don't understand how that really... Somebody bought it in to celebrate, but we don't know who it was. Whatever. Interesting case thus far. Right. Oh, so much crap. Right. Sample. Oh, they're not giving us a choice. We just got to do it. Like, whatever. Okay, so... Dirt. Set focus up, set focus down. That's blurry as hell. Oh wait, hold on. There you go. Okay, pirate. Alright, we've got white clay particles. Here we go. So the clay particles is to do with the actual thing itself. The white stone, the thing. I can't remember what they call them. The plates. Well, let's just look. Okay.
Otherwise known as fool's gold. White clay particles.
Cellulite.
Interesting. According to the colour and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Ooh. White London clay, purple B.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St Albans.
Alright, St Albans specifically. Oh, I see. You can select. Where's the blood?
Let us analyze this blood sample.
Gross. Right. There's something there. Not letting us look. I mean, that to me is good enough. What's wrong with it? I mean, it's not... I'm in focus as far as I'm concerned. See, look, I don't know. What do you want me to do there? I've got grab snake? Because... don't know. It's not giving me the... I can't grab anything. I just don't know. What am I looking for here?
This blood has not
Oh, yeah.
coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface.
I see. So... hold on. Well, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Well... hold on. Hold on. Let me think. Doesn't your blood, when you're dead, it goes solid? Like, not solid, but like a bit of thickness to it. This is still thingy. So he had something in his bloodstream specifically that made it be this way.
I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Alright, here we go. You said hydrogen, right? Or did you say this specific thing?
I must
Peroxide.
take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Well, there's peroxide.
I must take a pipette.
Alright, where's the thing then? Here we go. Right, so this is going to come up whatever's in the surface. There we are.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Okay, that's interesting. Water. The only aspects of water was the ice in the bucket. What would give him water in his bloodstream? It's a bit weird. We'll crack on. This example, what's this metal anyway?
Metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Okay, so we've got to melt it with some acid. Here we go. It's the same colour. So we know already, but it probably can be melted because obviously it was melting in the fire. Red. Red.
The reaction
Silver.
is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
So we know that.
Table. It is useful for my work.
Right. Oh, we've done that now. Okay, search the archives. This is what we've got. 1893. 1983. Talk to Toby. What? No. Oh, my bad. Right, 1983 they said. No. R2. Oh, 1893, my bad.
That is not the one I need.
Medicine. What am I doing here? That's technology. Hold on a minute. I think I'm in the area. Right. Oh, the mummy. The great excavation and association taken over 3 years. So Rodney Bent directed archaeological work. A mummy was found with a united eye. Oh, the eye, and it was posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tense, and it was reaching out for something or to someone. It's a curse. I see.
Here it is.
By the
I want to
eye
read the second part.
For he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
So they're saying he wasn't worthy. So basically, he was reaching out to something or someone. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the desperate mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could read in Latin. Nearby could be read in Latin. By the eye, he was punished, for he was not worthy. The mummy is believed to be the Roman rather than Egyptian. Okay. There's some symbols found near the tomb in common with... Okay, they're mysteries. Alright, whatever. Interesting. So it's all to do with a curse, believe it or not, kind of thing. Enough. I'm kind of interested to go back in there and have a look at some of those things.
My archive. I can always
Alright, we don't need them.
if
Fine. We found out quite a bit though. Interesting. We've done that. Now we can go and talk to those guys, right? Right, so let's go to Scotland Yard. And we can have a look at the guys, what they've got. Have we got any deductions at this point? So champagne. Britannia silver was found melted in the braziers. Effective arrival. So Rodney arrival saved the archaeological research at the baths. Okay. Very liquid blood. The blood around the victims highly diluted with water. That and the champagne. Connected? No. That. Alright, whatever. These are just a bunch of like things at this point. Just individual by themselves. Interesting stuff though. I'm liking this. This actually is more interesting than the previous missions or cases. Okay. Now I don't think there's a body. I have a ton of shit to talk about really at this point. Pitkin's belongings. Do you reckon I should go in there and like just go down each one? This is a pain in the ass. Oh, let's have a look at his belongings. The victim, right?
A hand-drawn map.
A hand-drawn map. Okay, we're not even messing around with it. We're just going to take it. A notebook.
Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest.
I have no doubt about that. Got a picture here.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. First, fetch me a pencil.
Oh, we're going to shade it in?
A few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Yeah, this is going to be a pain. Clever how they do it. Or it's a thing. Like I've no clue myself how it works. I mean, what, do that and it pops up?
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Ah. Don't know if I've done it too much. Come on. I feel like I've mucked it up. Alright.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, this date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well...
Well, Lestrade will have something to say about that. I'm the world's greatest detective. Alright, report from the coroner. Subject Sir Rodney Bankley, 63. The right eyeball has been pierced to the hilt by a curved bladed knife. The blade cut through the orbit of the frontal bone, ripping a part of the frontal lobe. Jesus, and the corpus callosum. After which, completing its trajectory in the cerebellum, caused hemorrhage lesions. Oh god. All of these injuries led directly to the death of the individual. At the upper lobe of the right lung, there is an old injury filled with an amount of mucus and siliciated debris that may correspond to a chronic infected by elements likely inhaled in a burial chamber, a decaying mummy, for example, or a dried and decomposing food product intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. Hold on a minute. Burial chamber, decaying mummy. Okay, he was down there doing something with mummies and whatever, and a curse and all this kind of stuff. He inhaled it. Fair enough. They often use compressed acid and gas and stuff like that. Traps. That's possibly, another thing, like leaving a trap with the body itself. But that aside, an example of the chemical, for example, a dried and decomposing food product. Food. We've only seen wine, and it wasn't drunk. Intended to accompany the deceased in their grave. Did he eat something from a grave? Ugh. The remainder of the body does not appear to have been damaged. So it was a very specific death, calculated the way they did it in a ritual. So is the curse or someone fulfilling the prophecy of the curse of this going on? Okay, so we've still got the wine to talk about, or champagne. The melted silver as well. And it's Britannia silver, so it's British, which is ironic, considering the fact that it's supposed to be a foreign curse. But again, like a knife as well. We're looking for a knife, specifically. Okay. So we've done that. Wait, we haven't even looked at the rest of it, though. Because he had a ring. And a coin. Ah. It's got Roman numerals on it?
Old and rather dirty coin.
With Roman numerals. Origin Romans.
Was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it before entering the steam room.
Fair enough. Lord of the Rings, old symbol.
It is a very old jewel.
Perhaps it's a ring from the mummy. Maybe he stole the ring from the mummy, and the people, or whoever, the watchers or the people of the curse, the society, are like, you stole that from him. Now you're well and truly our curse. We're coming after you. Looking inside, so it's got He has a Roman. They said that the corpse, the mummy, possibly Roman. He has a Roman coin. He now has an Egyptian ring with an old symbol on it. That would be interesting. I think that's it.
This ring
hold on.
was most likely the one that Sir Rodney wore. He removed it.
They want us to
before
find more
entering
stuff
the
with it because it's not green. Okay. Hold on. I thought there might have been something inside it. Oh, here we go.
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
No clue. Maybe the people that repaired it was the silver. The people that to do with the silver with that thing, the plate. This is annoying because I don't know where to go now with this because there's other people's stuff to talk about. I feel like, but we found out an awful lot based on what that guy's got. Whatever. Okay, so let's just do it. Blinkhorn's belonging. He only had one thing. Letter from Pipkin. Alright, see what this letter says. Okay, so Gregory Pipkin, manager to Mr. Blinkhorn. So Sir Gregory sent this to him. Dear Sir, the interests that I represent require the situation of the baths to be changed for the better. At the present time, the frigidorium, whatever that thing is, excavations remain under your direction, and yet works have not progressed. I say he's complaining about it. You have failed to find anything of value, and we are unable to make the frigidorium accessible to the public. The frigidorium is a valuable asset in the recreation of a Roman bath experience. I urge you to complete your work within the next 2 months. You have the remaining time to conclude your archaeological research and to find yourself another workplace. So he was being ousted for failing. He had 2 months, so he had reason to get rid of him. But at the same time, is he really going to go through the whole process of a curse? Seems a bit contrived. A pencil.
An ordinary pencil.
Is that it? Okay. So that's that done. Garrow's belongings. Pipkin's belongings.
An
Handkerchief.
embroidered silk handkerchief.
That's it, nothing special about it. Fine.
A fountain
pen.
with solid gold trim.
Nothing major really going on. And visiting card. Okay. So Geoffrey Pipkin, manager,
Sir
Roman
Gregory
baths.
Pipkin's visiting card.
That it? Okay, so Garrow's belongings. Why's he got a bloody towel? Ooh, and a drug file.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Okay, fine. What would this be
file
used?
with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Now this is interesting. Hallucinations, huh? I suspect that perhaps maybe him, used that on one of the other guys. They went mad, hallucination, and stabbed him. And if you feel, I don't know, maybe even the guy like knew he was cursed, so maybe even did it to himself. Do you reckon that's a possibility? Doing it to himself, but then who would throw the silver thing in the fire? I don't know. No, it's a bit too complex, but that's hallucinogenic stuff. They use that I've seen that before in other shows and stuff, where they use that kind of element, and it's like it confuses them, puts them into a deep sleep, turns them mad. So obviously, if someone goes crazy like that, sees hallucinations, You can suggest things, put weapons in their hand. They could hurt themselves, other people. So, that kind of goes hand in hand with those kind of things, I feel. Examine belongings completed. We've done an awful lot in this video, I won't lie. This is how long this is going to take. I won't even lie. There's a lot to unpack here, I won't even lie at this point. I know it's really addicting, but I'm kind of wary of the time. Based on the fact I just want to break up the video a lot, you know what I mean? Because it is like kind of long. I might actually do that at this point. Let me check the timing of this video, guys. Because last one was 2 hours. We've done an awful lot in this video, 1 hour and 6 minutes. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to do the continuation. Join me tomorrow for the next time, or what have you, or the next time this part comes out. I think it'll be part 6, maybe a week later on or whatever. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. This has been the better case right now out of all three. This is so intriguing. We've got tons of evidence. Real mystery here about how did he die. Well, we know how he died, but who killed him? Where's the murder weapon? You know, what's this hallucinogenic stuff? You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. I'm liking this, and we've got to see what the suspects are going to say next. You know, what their indication is, because it's crazy. Are we all going to get the same story? We're going to give different accounts? Who knows? Anyway, guys, please like, share, comment and subscribe. I'll see you next one. Thanks so much for watching.